Hello, and welcome back to the Horror Cave. In today's video, we're going to be doing a highly requested video from you guys. Now, I've been getting on my Instagram direct messages, a couple of you guys asking about some of the things that are in my collection. So, I thought that why not make a video about it, kind of showing you guys some of the memorabilia, the replica props, and just pretty much everything in my collection. Let's get right into it. Alright, so starting off are these three artworks that I picked up at Knott's Berry Farm during the Christmas celebration about a year ago. I don't remember the name of the artist exactly, but it was kind of like during the Christmas celebration, and there was like a bunch of different artists selling different things, so I had to pick those up. Right below that is a signed replica knife from Nick Castle, of course, who played Michael Myers in 1978. And then down below are the Fright Rag Halloween figures that came out this year, actually. And if you guys see right behind that is from the video of the first horror boxing. This right here is Officer Francis's head from Halloween 2018. It's made by Trick or Treat Studios, and that is probably one of the creepiest things in my collection. Right down below is my Detolf shelf. Now, this Detolf shelf has about 4 masks total. The first being Michael, of course. I have his jumpsuit folded. Right below him, some fall leaves. This was actually, I don't remember the name of the company, but they did a replica house key, the same one that Laurie picks up, of course, when Michael first sees her through that window. And this is a 3D printed knife that was originally all matte black. After using some chrome, some gold, as well as some brown paints just to make it look more like the real deal. Right below is the Leatherface Pretty Woman mask. Now, this was the mask that Leatherface wore towards the end of the movie with a Leatherface lunchbox and some body parts, of course, just to fit the Leatherface style. Right down below is Jason Part 4, the hockey mask when he gets hit in the head with the axe. And the wood part is actually meant to look like a dock. Now, right below him is none other than the man himself, Freddy Krueger, with, of course, the glove and the sign. Now, moving on to the next side of my room. Now, this is pretty much a wooden board almost with newspaper decals from Pennywise and Halloween, of course. Now, one of the other things in my room that I posted on my Instagram a couple of times is my huge Funko Pop wall shelf. Now, maybe about 2 or 3 years ago is when I really got into Funko Pops. When they started making a lot of my favorite horror characters, I kind of got a little addicted, but yeah, it's definitely grown over the past years, and that right there was a Killer Clowns from Outer Space poster signed by the composer John Massari. And this is kind of a little bit more of the other side of the collection. Now, my favorite pop is obviously this Chase Michael Myers. Now, for you Funko collectors out there, you know that that piece is super expensive, and my brother actually got that for me for my birthday, and so I'm super grateful for that pop in my collection. What you just saw right there was a Jason Part 8 poster sign. This is a Halloween 2018 poster sign, and a Halloween 5 poster signed by Danielle Harris. Now, moving on to the other side of my room goes to another. So, kind of starting off with the 8x10s, this photo right here was signed by Jack Verbois, who played Ben Tramer in Halloween 2. Now, he's never done like any horror conventions like ever, so when CSR Collectibles announced that they got him like doing autographs, I knew I had to pick one up because I definitely wanted to have that in my collection. Now, moving up is another article print of a Halloween 1978, kind of look like a newspaper. This is an 8x10 signed by Tony Moran. And moving on to the next one is Sandy Johnson, who played Judith Myers, and then Alex Vincent, who portrayed Andy in Child's Play, as well as the one and only Robert Englund, who was Freddy Krueger. So we also have an 8x10 of Leatherface signed by Andrew Benarski, another 8x10 signed by Matthew Lillard, who played Stu in Scream. Now, this is the mask shelf. I've posted this a couple of times on my Instagram as well. We have Captain Spaulding, Leatherface from the remake. I also actually printed out eyes and put them behind, kind of like black, just to make it just like the movie. And there's Slim from Killer Clowns, one of my favorites, surrounded by some pink cotton to look like cotton candy. Also, the Halloween 2 mask with a scalpel and Alrod knife, of course, just to make it complete. And then one of my favorite masks in my collection, slash gloves, I guess you could say, is the creature from the Black Lagoon. I think that one is actually awesome. And the best part is my past birthday this year, my parents actually got me this signed photo by Rico Browning, who was the creature, which is one of the coolest pieces of my collection. Another cool piece is this piece right here, signed by none other than John Carpenter himself, who is like my favorite director of all time, slash composer. And this right here is actually a piece of metal that was airbrushed with car paint, and it's Michael Myers. And the other two big things in my collection are the life-size Michael at age 6 and Michael Myers from Halloween 2018. Alright, so moving on are just a couple of masks on my closet that are from The Purge, some replicas from Trick or Treat Studios. That hockey mask is the exact same one that I painted and wore for the photo shoot done by HSJ911. Check him out on Instagram. That is a picture of Annabelle Creation signed by Samara Lee. Now this Jason is actually signed by Ari Lemon, who played the boy at the lake in the very first Friday the 13th. This portrait here is signed by none other than the legendary Tim Curry, who portrayed Pennywise. And speaking of Pennywise, there's a NECA figure, and right here, drawn characters from the game Among Us, drawn by my brother. Now, all of these on top of my shelf are NECA figures. Not all of them are from the NECA company, but most of them are. You have like Pinhead, Michael, Laurie, Jason. The list goes on, honestly, just from each and every single one. And there's a little Haddonfield Memorial patch. If you guys haven't seen me unboxing that, definitely go check that video out in horror unboxing number 2. But this just goes all the way down the top of my desk, just from Ghostbusters to even King Kong to Jason to Ash from Evil Dead. It just goes on and on and on. Now this leads me to the final thing, I guess you could say, in my collection, and this is actually where all the videos that you guys have seen on the Horror Cave YouTube channel are created. From everything that I use, I just use a simple Apple Mac computer along with a blue Apple Ice snowball microphone, which is absolutely phenomenal. And just everything, this is kind of just my little setup, you know, it's nothing crazy, nothing insane, and it's just what I use to make all these awesome content and all these awesome videos for you guys. So first off, I just wanted to say thank you guys again so much for tuning into the channel. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. It's amazing. I didn't think I was going to get any subscribers or anything. It's kind of crazy to think about that. But thank you for supporting the Instagram page, the YouTube channel, and everything. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.